I'd like to see the Yoru actually. I just feel like maybe in this setting we wouldn't see. Oh, never mind. He started hovering it as soon as I was saying that. Stage. All right, they're trolling. So we still have the Harbor over there. Now, last time I remember Ultralight playing Breeze, they played solo Harbor, and it looks like that's what they're going to do again. Now, the comp was somewhat working for them, but I still don't see the vision. I'm not a big fan of the comp. I think they won with this comp last time too, which says a lot about the other team, in my opinion.
Yeah, I have to agree. To be honest, the solo harbor doesn't really work as well. It's very hard to cycle that util to take the space they need. And especially because they don't have any rechargeable utility except the wall. And you kind of need to save the wall just a bit to gain those entries out. You can't really just take map control like you can with the Viper smoke.
Agreed. Ooh, a little Clove Viper action. I'd actually love to see this. This will be our first Clove pick, I actually think, in VLE Challengers League. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on the other side. I think they've finally decided on what to run for the comp. And we are going to see the Yoru coming out. And possibly double flashes.
The Jet Yoru. Okay, the KO solo. Now, what do you think about that? We don't see that very often. A lot of times, if they're going to play the Jet Yoru, you're going to use a Sova in that comp. So, solo KO.
Yeah, they've got the double Yoru and this KO flashes coming out. So they're clearly just trying to punish these smokes and try maybe take the site. And importantly, the KO might be an anti-strap pick. Just get rid of the Cypher.
Yep.
Yoru also deals with Cypher so well on this map. Just being able to TP past all the util.
Yeah.
Like, we're getting into it now.
Now, some of the things I expect to see on this map are heavy mid control. I think definitely as well with the changes. That's a game plan that we've seen a lot of teams run. And I think that we're going to see that here, just seeing how they're already setting up on the side of Spectrum. But this is interesting. So this is a pretty standard setup by Ultralight already going into this, but I think they're going to get proactive over towards A with the KO on the Jet, go for a flash and dash play.
Yeah, I have to agree. That's
Here we are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can't use that.
Knife already coming right on through. Hands on the Riley there, so confirming that Cypher presence towards this B site. It's very conventional. The tripwire is on the close angle, and right now you see the full rotations coming in from Spectrum over here. Utility getting set up, Cam to come through. Flashbang comes out. The utility landing right now. Spectrum trying to get through this choke point, and right now the cage is in the harbor wall. Making sure it doesn't come through. Pushing towards the back site now. There's going to be a lot of heat on the side of Riley and Spectrum. It's a really good entry here. You already see that Yoru coming through, and it's Noob on the Yoru too. To mention, Havan waiting for his team to rotate here. Recon Bolt does come back site, but they're going to have to deal with Noob here. Not even sure if they know that he's close. As this retake comes right on through, the util starts to land. He's only on 22 HP, but he's in such a good spot to deal with this. He gets a headshot, but doesn't get the kill there. Havan and 100 left in the clutch situation for Ultralight right now. Tartagalicious left back site. 100 claiming 2 bodies here so far. It's looking really good. Ooh, the Sheriff not landing for vision. There it is. Pistol for Ultralight.
Yeah, what a retake. It seemed like Spectre just had control of that entire round, getting the first block, getting the full site pick. But still, Ultralight showing the fantastic retakes they have. And the retake potential with this harbor. A bit more than what they can do with the Viper here. Maybe that's what they picked up. And importantly, just to point out, that site hold was not that good for Ultralight. It kind of just walked through, one trip stopping them. And they were just easily able to get that first pick with the Yoru. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a bit of a deeper site hold here.
Yeah.
For Riley.
You see them already changing the pace going into this next round. A lot of presence over here towards A main. And right now they're trying to sniff out what the defensive setup is towards this halls, but Eternal Flame going to be forced out. And right now the hit coming over towards A. Regental with Sheriff in hand. Looking for the fake out. Confirms it's not real. There it is, the flash coming through. It lands. He's looking for the sheriff shots, but they're labored. Not gonna land down here, and right now it's Vision up front, getting punished there by Eve. And the support just isn't enough so far coming into the site. For Gentle, Eve posted up back site here, and right now the task is so tall for the side of Spectrum. Eternal Flame posted onto the angle. Fake Yoru to come through. And right now, with 45 seconds left on the clock, they could rotate this, and it looks like that's what they're trying to do. But Ultralight get ahead of that curb. And so far, this is a very awkward mid-round fish.
Yeah. They just got completely stuck on that site, trapped at the harbor, and they just had to completely attempt to run out. And they're still going to get stuck with the site view to while getting onto B. I'm forcing the spike down here. But will this expect this mid push from the harbor? No.
Spike down B.
And this round just completely collapsed for Spectrum.
Yep.
Getting flawless. Not being able to take a single gun with them, but importantly, a bit of eco damage. They have to rebuy some shields.
Yeah.
Operator invested for Eves on the bonus round. Really trying to win this out, getting the early lead in the rounds. I think we're going to see a bit of a mid peak here on A peak, which is exactly where Spectrum's going.
Yep.
PD not expecting this, not ready for us.
Right there.
I will say I would have liked to see Spectrum get a little more proactive in that last round as well. They kind of became sitting ducks on A site there when they weren't getting the push. So Ultralight just had 5 people there, still ready to like shut down that attack. So, and it's decisiveness like that mid round that actually shuts you down. So, and that's been a decisive factor as well for Spectrum in their games, is not being able to get through that mid round. And so we see them trying to bring the attention towards main. And they have so many up here lurking through halls. So the first shot does come through, and it's a full-on push here. But meanwhile, Eve up on the rope here, going to try to post up on the angle. Shot's going to be missed. And right now, still so much heat. He's going to go for a repeat. Oh my goodness. Still misses there. Flashbang going to blind him. And right now, how is he still alive? Ultralight, he's trying to find him. Spectrum, rather.
Round completely flipped. The attack is defending, the defenders are attacking.
Yeah.
Yoru luck. Maybe able to get the pick on a guy rotating back. That's exactly what happened.
30 seconds left.
Yep.
Frey coming out, but the B side is completely clear. And in this round, you might just want to call a save, try to get an extra gun. It looks like they're going for it.
And it was a nice idea there from Spectrum as well. Leaving one inserted on A to take down someone on the rotations was a really good idea. That's that kind of mid-round we like to see. Cam coming through, and right now, looks like Ultralight want to make a go of this one, but as the bomb ticks down, they have no time left on the clock. And right now, the pressure starts to mount into the round. So just looking to do some eco damage there, and Riley landing onto the head of Tartagalicious. Gonna go ahead and get out of dodge here, saving the operator and the Phantom.
Yeah, you can't be too mad at that if you're a Spectrum fan. Went into that round with a game plan and executed it perfectly. For the side of Ultralight, I would have liked to see a bit more value from this operator. Apart from getting that one trade on the Yoru, didn't really do too much in the round. And
yeah.
That was clearly their win condition coming into this, ready for them to win. Pivotal bonus round. This time, operators headed towards mid with 4 players. Ready to treat it.
Mid control here. And you were just talking about the operator. And this time the shot does come through. First blood there for Eve onto Vision. And already that's the duelist down for Spectrum. But they have another one here in the Yoru. It's not that same style, so they've been playing it on Lurk so far, and it's looking like he's going to go for a double pump play here. Dimensional Rift in hand. You see they're really trying to make work of this mid space as well. I like that every single round Spectrum are changing up where the pace is coming. But Havan going to get forced off there. The pressure was a little too much in the mid position. And so far, Spectrum making a really good look at this mid round right now. Regental, the only one left on the B site, and they're getting that info because of that dimensional rift from Noob here. He's going to go for the double pump here. Comes out of the ultimate, and the shot does land.
Mid.
Claiming Regental's body there, coming right out of the ultimate. And right now, they force Ultralight into a very awkward retake scenario, but Riley landing that double tap. And I have to get a trade here, but Tartag does do it. Operator still in hand, going to go into the peak. Is missed. Bomb's down mid, though. But this lurk from Banchan.
30 seconds left.
Flashbang.
Last player standing.
Oof.
One enemy remaining.
I have the spike.
No time. That's it. And a third round claim for Ultralight there. The idea was so good from Spectrum, though. I liked the mid round. They just didn't win the gunfights at the end.
Yeah, I have to agree. After losing that first pick, it was just trades after trades. And when you're up one man like that, clutch is easy. You always have the numbers. You always have the info on where they are. You can get the trades.
Yep.
And that's really when the operator shined, getting the first pick. Importantly, Spectrum also wasted the Euro in that round. Being able to get one, but wasn't able to convert it. And obviously a bit of bad positioning from the Euro allowed the trade to happen.
Oof.
Right, when I'm talking
Fake
about
out
the
wasn't
operator.
enough.
Yeah. Here we see the same round being played out with Ultralight up in numbers, and this is gonna be so hard for them to get through this operator without any input from the Euro.
And Eve. Ooh, gonna get forced off the angle. That was awkward. Flash came through, and that's a very expensive weapon recovered for Spectrum here. And the Hunter's Fury coming through from 100. Landing onto Banchan there.
Flooding them.
Only 3 left on the site here. The plant's going to come through, but it looks like they want to go for a flood retake right now. The side of Ultralight. Tag does come through from the spy cam. Havan landing the shot. And right now the low HP on the side of Vision, making this look all that much more dangerous. But the operator in hand. Going to get tagged here. Still playing in front of the wall.
Standing.
It's going to go down. Tartag left in a clutch situation. Not able to recover any shots there. And it's a 4th on the board for Ultralight. And they're starting to run away with it a little bit.
Yeah, I have to agree. Being able to recover the operator there, they're having to have minimal eco damage done.
Now we side with relief.
And it just looks so good for them in that retake. Being able to completely out-flood their opponents to get so much value. And the economy for Spectrum is kind of broken. Force coming out here.
Here.
Here we go, we seem to be at a bit of a B hit. The weaker side for Ultralight. Only the Harbor here, and he's not really holding anything, he's just holding mid.
One thing I do want to say about this solo Harbor by Ultralight, though, even though we were kind of bashing it during Agent Select, the nice thing about Harbor is that he's very good with retakes. And so far, that's the game that Ultralight have been playing, is retakes. And they're showing the value of the Cascades, the High Tide, going into this. We haven't seen much from the Cove yet, but I think that definitely on defense, it's certainly viable, because you have that Cypher that can play off their cages on the other side.
Spike down mid.
So it's still a comp that's so viable on the side, but I'm worried about how it's going to look on attack. And with already 2 going down on the side of Spectrum here, the man advantage has been gained, but they get 2 of their own. And right now the fight is so awkward towards mid here. And Vision landing another one. So Spectrum completely turned this around. Regental looking to come onto the angle, but Tartag gonna molly him out there in 100. He's left on 1 HP, so he's trying to save himself, but I think they know he's in this corner. Eternal Flame.
One enemy remaining.
And Vision making really good work of the adjustment there on the crosshair. 100 with the next kill, though. 3 on 3. Looking for the 4th. He doesn't get it. Eternal shutting him down there. That was a nice round there from Spectrum. Very patient towards mid, looking for the picks, and this time the gunfights go their way.
Yeah, I have to agree. Potentially a bit of overpeaking from Ultralight. But great mid-round team, great shots just to bring the round back from a 5v3.
Yeah.
And that's an important round they needed them. They needed that round there. could potentially swing the momentum back over. And in my opinion, I think Spectrum just been the better team in this.
Here.
Yeah.
They've been cooling better, they've been playing better. Just unfortunate gunfights, losing them rounds.
Get out of my way.
Oh, the flash coming through. Shot's not landing there. Trying to get ahead of it with the Blade Storm is Eve. Not going to land here. And you see another heavy stack towards Hall again here, Fish. Recon
They're just
drone.
trying to recreate that bonus round that worked so well for them. This time they've left just the Yora and the Cypher here, faking some presence with the fake out.
You are powerless.
And not the
And a heavy
base.
stack towards main. Null command does come through. Regental posted up in the corner. Do they check it? No, they don't.
Target 86.
He gets the first one. He's going for the next, but the ADS comes through. Not able to land the shot, and right now it's Eve left on site without the Blade Storm because the Null command shuts it down. Classic in hand, but the Blade Storm comes back out as the Null command is canceled. There it is. Viper's Pit to come through. Looking for the pick there. Eve gonna get forced off, but the Neural Theft to come through is gonna confirm all of these positions right now. So much being invested into this round for the side of Spectrum, and the Reckoning coming through from the side of Ultralight, not getting any value as they're not able to retake with it. But Banchan pushes out of the Viper's Pit there. Not sure what the plan was, and he gets caught out, and Havan landing another one. So far, the discipline not working in their favor, and 100 getting ahead of the curve here, and Noob left in a clutch situation, and it's just bodies falling for Spectrum, and Ultralight landing a 5th on the board.
Yeah, great retake from Ultralight. Really punishing just the overpeak from Spectrum,
Yeah.
and able just to get the numbers up. A flawed retake into the Viper's Pit. And that pit is so good. But when you're solo on a Viper, trying to defend against 3, maybe 4 people, it's virtually impossible.
Yeah.
There were potentially just too many peaks from Spectrum. Winnable round there.
Yeah. I mean, that's something we saw in that 3v5 as well. The one that Spectrum actually won, so both teams. That 0 point coming out actually shut down this Jet presence. They know he's opping here. They're trying to go for the peak, and almost the Colette landed, but left down to 49 HP. And once again, I like these adaptations from Spectrum, though. They know where they like to post up with this operator. They know where they go for these early round picks. And with that Dimensional Rift coming over here towards the A site, they're aware of the anchor presence. And right now, once again, it's Noob on the site. He's going to try to land the double pump, but he flashes himself in the process, and this time Regental coming out on top of that fight. But it's still a site take right now. Vision looking to be the tip of the spear here, and right now there's 5 here for the side of Ultralight. So bodies start to drop. Eve does get one, or Vision rather, but goes down in the process. 5 HP left on Eternal Flame. But look at the HP on Ultralight. This is definitely a difficult round here. Gonna get forced off though. And this lurk from Banchan just isn't enough. He's gonna get spotted out by the jump spot there. It's a nice shot from him, but I mean, it's a tall task. Ultralight posting up on the angle, and Eve landing the operator there. I like the idea from Spectrum, but
Catch your breath.
at the end it just didn't work out. I see that at the tip of the spear they wanted to get that double pump onto Regental, take down the anchor, and then just take the site from mid, but him losing that fight was actually pivotal in them losing that round.
Yeah, it's just some really unfortunate bit of lack of Yori knowledge, a bit of lack of that timing, flashing himself, allowing an easy kill for Regental, which really just breaks the round down.
Yeah.
Again, giving numbers to Ultralight. They've been so good at doing this the entire game, especially with the operator. And it really allows them to win a class.
Oh my goodness. And I love that too, because they had Eve posted up on A and mid almost every other round. And this time going for a very early peek towards B just punishes them out. Love the switch up from Ultralight. And the fake out to come through to find out where the reposition is. And Vision posts up on the angle, but Eve landing the shot. And only 2 left standing for the side of Spectrum. And that value you were talking about from the operator earlier in this game, it's coming out this round right now. So good.
Fake teleport.
Yeah, and it's completely collapsed the mid round from Spectrum, forcing to go back to this A. But still, they don't know how much stacks here. They never saw the Cypher setup. So they might be predicting they're walking straight into a stack. But they have gone to the right areas. Hose is clear.
Yep.
But what is a bit of retake from Ultralight?
Eve. It's Eve. Push it up. Hit the first shot, but going for the next one. Looking for the ace right now is Eve with 4 on the round already. And you see they're trying to find out where the positioning is. Oh. The gate crashes right out of there.
TP away. It's the correct play.
Wait a minute. He has time to plant, though. Oh.
10
Never mind.
seconds left.
Cheating the save. Not allowing Eve to get the ace.
Yep. That's it. And I agree with you. Spectrum actually have some really good looks in these rounds. I mean, that round was literally just them getting punished B main because of the reposition by Eve on the operator early round. That's literally all that was. But to be honest with you, I actually like the way Spectrum look right now. Even though this deficit that we see, the 7-2, is starting to really, really widen this gap. I think this timeout here is going to restructure some of what they're doing because they look good. They just need to get over the finish line, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I have to agree. I feel like these rounds are just being lost because they're losing their 1v1s and they're not really playing around this operator correctly, allowing it to get so much value and gain these first picks. And in my opinion, the first blood wins rounds. If you're in a 5v4 situation, you're winning more often than not.
Yep.
And that's what Ultralight have just been able to do so well, and especially with these retakes, getting that first pick really allows it to go so much better. And also, with this Ultralight comp, they need a lot of rounds on defense, because they don't have that Viper being able to lurk and get a lot of value. So if
That's actually an excellent point.
Yeah, if Spectrum can shut this round, shut down the momentum, potentially get a 7-5 half, looking pretty good for them.
Let's fly.
Yeah. One of the
timeout.
things about Viper is being able to put down that utility and have that map-wide presence and go literally anywhere else and still activate that utility. Harbor doesn't have that luxury, right? Harbor has to be in vicinity with his util, so I totally agree with you, actually. You don't have that lurk presence that you would with the Viper. I mean, they still have the Cypher, right? But it's just not always the same.
Yeah, I have to agree. And personally, coming out of this round, Spectrum do look to be in a little bit more of a default and faking a lot of A presence, making Ultralight stack towards his A and mid.
Yep.
And B side completely open, apart from the Cypher, Harbor.
Yeah, and look at that wall from Havan, too. Very aware of the timing of these rounds. And that's where you see the hit coming through from Spectrum. So they're going to make a go with this eco here. With the recon bolt already coming through and Havan claiming a body already. Harness Fury from 100. Looking for the planter, but not going to land onto him. No value gained there. But Havan still landing another shot here. And so far, it's just bloodshed. Able to find anything through this eco right now. Looking for a peek back sight. Marshall does come through. Havan looking to claim a 4th here, and it does. It's an 8th round on the board for Ultralight. I will say, going into this, I mean, it's just Havan just popping off there. Not much really to be extracted from Spectrum, but going into this rifle, I do expect to see a bit of a pace change.
Yeah, I have to agree. They're really going to have to play around this operator. And so far in that round, you saw a bit of it with this Yoru lurk. Able to bait out a shot and make a reaction play to go back to this B site. The XU was just a bit too disconnected. That Cypher trip, able just to pick up the 1 kill with the spam through the smoke. Here we're not seeing a default. They've guessed correctly on where the jet is.
Yeah. And you see just off of breaking that spy cam, they're starting to move forward towards this B site. The Viper wall to come through and also confirm that presence. And Riley looking to make a go at this one, but the knife does land. So right now his utility is down and that gives them a window of opportunity, but the wall's not up there. Havan claiming a body there in vision, trying to protect the planter with his life. And that he does. But the Reckoning coming through is going to force these guys to play off site. He's able to with the gate crash, but it's actually towards mid. A really nice play so far from Noob. The Yorutech coming into play here. And right now, he's in such a good position to help stop this retake, so they're going to have to deal with him. But he goes towards elbow here, and as his teammates fall on the site, this lurk presence just wasn't enough. It didn't cause enough damage. The Cove to come through.
Teleport.
You get the player back sight there. And the diffuse comes through. He's going to have to deal with that Cove. It wasn't enough. Man, I mean, I know we say we see some good looks from Spectrum, but it becomes so awkward in like the mid round all the way towards like the post plant.
Here.
Yeah, I have to agree. It feels, to be honest, after coming out this timeout, they've looked a bit worse.
Yeah.
I don't know what the coaches said. But coming out of this, they're just giving up a bit of numbers. And the Yoru play, what was good, the team just collapses on site without the extra help.
Yeah.
It shows able to just win the round pretty easily.
Ooh. That dink onto Eve was actually huge. And you see Spectrum playing anti because they know sometimes they like to get active on this angle with the operator, so anti works out in clutch. He even dry peeked back into that too. And here it is. He's looking to make a go of this play again, but this time he's got a Vandal in his hand. Dimensional Rift towards back sight. He's aware of both positions. So right now his team able to comfortably push through. Oh, this time he TP's out of dodge. Just uses it to make space onto the site, and right now Regentle trying to look for it, but he backs off to the site to allow his team to rotate. All command to come through, and this is now the second layer of this attack right now. Looks really good from Spectrum. Boxes are being checked off there, and Eternal Flame even landing that kill. And Ultralight were really good at these retakes, but right now they're going into this one with a man disadvantage. Regentle with the Odin. Coming right on through. All command still not allowing for the abilities to come through right now, but Vision posted onto the angle. Shots do not land, and Noob towards backside, and once again they're getting punished in these very forward positions. And the spike diffuse is coming through, and they're gonna have to break it because the Cove is there, and he does. He takes him off the diffuse, and Bonchan not able to get the last two there, and it's a 10-2 half for Ultralight. I will say that round looked a little better for Spectrum, but still not getting over that finish line, and that's the narrative so far this entire game that they've been hitting.
Yeah. Point out in that round, the Yoru backside, he was definitely able to get a timing there, just a bit of bad crosshair placement, not getting the one tap.
Yep.
Allowed them just to get even higher numbers. Make the site hold that much harder. Just swapping the sites now, we did point out that Ultralight could potentially have a bit of a worse attack half. For this much numbers on defense, they're only 3 rounds. That's just pistol round after, and 1 extra buy round. Winning this pistol could really just show the end of the game here for Spectrum. So they're gonna have to come out this strong, and really just not let what happened to an attack affect them if they want to have a chance to come back in this game.
And once again, looking for a very early play over there towards main, just like Ultralight. Spectrum not able to capitalize. Sheriff left in hand for Noob. But I really like this high tide. It denies all of these spaces here. Looking for that spam there and does land it. The headshot on the Havan, so right now gives his team a lot of time to rotate, so they could go for a flood retake here. And once again, they're planning in that same spot, so he's going for the spam again. This time it doesn't land. But the difference that you see so far from Ultralight on this attack from Spectrum is that you have 3 playing over here towards site. So they're trying to take forward gunfights, but right now they're not going their way. Simply and 100, the contingency over here towards main. And the bodies on site starting to fall. And it's just Riley left by his lonesome. Going for both picks there, but Eternal Flame coming out on top. And the retake looking really good from Spectrum.
Yeah, much better. Already having a good showing in this defense half. But I just want to point out here the weakness in this pump from Ultralight. The harbor goes down and there's 3 players stuck in spike, not able to get back to main.
Yep.
And the harbor just didn't last long enough. And that's when the Viper seems more useful. Getting a Viper there is able to refresh that wall.
Yes, this
And obviously if you die you can't. Like what happened to the harbor. But it really shows what's able to happen.
Come into the unknown.
And like another A hit again, this time through Hools. Importantly, no one's there apart from a fake out. Could make some fake pressure.
Oh. With multiple people shooting that fake out, they know the attention's here too. So you hear Vision. This is the same position that Eve was playing. Vision's looking to make quick work of this one. Outlaw in hand. Going for the peak right now. The numbers are certainly here, but he gets punished off of that. And right now, I like this from Ultralight. This is what you have to do with the pistols. You have to stack up with the bodies, and the flashes come through. You're not able to land the shots, and that's it. The stack is so damn good from Ultralight. And Spectrum put in such an awkward position there. All of the classics just landing, so they recover all of those weapons. And Noob is left in a clutch situation with the Sheriff. This was such a nice round from Ultralight.
Yeah, have to agree. It's also just a complete collapse from Spectrum.
Spike
Jet
planted.
peeking out too early, not getting any value of that operator. Not the operator, the Outlaw. And the round just completely dies. Noob is able to
Nice
get one,
shot. Yeah.
That's an extra roll up.
Thrifty.
What a
There we go,
thrifty.
50 round. Yeah. Ultralight are very, very good at these round 250s.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, that has to be a complete mental breakup for Spectrum. Having the advantage in the guns. And just on what I would guess to be the preferred side.
Yep.
And losing that round in that fashion. It's not going to be good. And same thing to start off with Ultralight. Going towards the A side. We haven't seen anything from B. And Ease with the op manages to get the first pick.
Yep.
They've been able to do that so well all game.
And Eve, I think this entire tournament has been so good with that weapon. Just finding value time and time again, no matter the map. Saw it on Lotus. We're seeing it here on Breeze. The shorty, so Noob's not able to play that angle. And I have to reposition out. Recovers a classic here, but the plant comes through for Ultralight, and right now, it's a 4v5 retake for Spectrum. Definitely doable if they group up here, but the Aldrone confirming where most of the pressure is here, and already the damage landing. So right now, already a very awkward situation. The operator of Eve landing onto Tartagalicious, and the swing does come through, and the fake out was enough to help him gain some space, but not able to. Eve just dancing around the middle of the site here, looking for a pick, but gets a little overzealous on that one. Bonchon to take him down. Bonchon and Eternal Flame left into this one. Only classic in hand and a dream. And Havana finish that one off, and it's 12 on the board for Ultralight. It's looked pretty dominant here.
Match point.
Yep, and one more round. They just need to secure this map out in a 12-3 fashion and get this early lead. Importantly, this is not their map pick. This is Spectrum's map pick, and winning this so... Well, not winning, they haven't won it yet. But in this dominant fashion,
Careful here.
you gotta be pretty confident going to the next map.
Yeah,
But you never
And
know.
I don't
you
even
could
think
see a
I-
comeback here.
that's true. Possible, but it's not probable. The thing is, like, I didn't even talk about it during the map veto, but I'm actually surprised that Spectrum picked this map, because we don't really know Spectrum as being like the aimers, but we know Breeze as being like the aimers map, right? So picking this against Ultralight was definitely a surprise for me. But they looked pretty good for what I know Spectrum to be. That's the thing.
Flash.
Lands a dink there. And Ultralight so far trying to take this fight towards mid. It's not going their way, so they're going to tuck tail and come over here towards this B site. Cove coming through. Ready for the plant. Aldrone to clear the close angles. And right now, Noob and his friend Eternal Flame over towards the site. The spy cam landing onto the Cypher there. Looking for any information that they can going into this retake. You see them very patiently playing this because there's a flank coming out from Bonchon and Vision. And this double flank, it's going to have to go a little quicker, though, because they don't want time to start to collapse on them. They have close-range guns on the side of Ultralight, so...
Get out of my
Right
way.
now, operator landing here. Blade starting to come through. Vision landing onto that first one, and there's that flank getting activated right now. And Eve and Riley towards this backside position, but still they have to speed this up. And Eve landing the operator headshot. And right now, Eternal Flame left towards backside does get the pick, but Bonchon on the flank, and it just wasn't fast enough. Ultralight 13-3 and map 1. Wow.
Wow. I don't really know what happened there. I don't know if it was Ultralight being really good or Spectrum's round just completely collapsing. 13-3, what a dominant fashion. Great play from the side of Ultralight.
And to be honest, I mean, there were so many things that could have been extracted there for the side of Spectrum. You even said it early game in the first half, too, is like, Spectrum actually kind of looked better than Ultralight for the first few rounds of that first half. And I had to agree with you, honestly, because you could see them changing the setup every single round. You could see them trying to adapt to the setup of Ultralight every single time. But, like, it was always that mid to late round in the post plants. They just couldn't get over the finish line. And honestly, that was something that Spectrum struggled with in all of their other matchups in this tournament as well. So that's something they're going to have to think about going into the LCQ, because again, this matchup, this series today doesn't mean anything for them. They're still in that LCQ, but no matter what, you know, if they really want to be able to, you know, decipher anything from any of these teams for practice going into the LCQ, that's something that they're going to have to adjust, for sure.
Yep. Just complete collapsing at the end of those rounds. And what I want to point out is before the timeout, they looked like the better team. But after that timeout, I don't know what was said, but it just completely collapsed. I feel like the coach just had the wrong read of what was going on and what he needs to fix.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I think so too. I don't see a world where, I mean, if they got shut down that hard on their map pick, I saw the vision in what Spectrum were trying to do on Breeze for a little bit. But if they get taken down on their map pick like that, and then Lotus is one of Ultralight's stronger maps, I mean, this is definitely a clean 2-0 fashion here, for sure.
Yeah, I have to agree. I don't really think we're going to see Spectrum come into this map. But I said that about Ultralight last time I casted, and obviously they did come back in. So I can't really count anyone out. I've learned my
Yeah, that's
lesson.
true.
I'm allowing a comeback to happen. And
Okay, if Eve goes chamber, I'm going to do a backflip. I'm going to do a backflip if Eve goes chamber. Okay.
so I was looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Oh my goodness. No, because like I know he plays Jet on this map, but if he played chamber, that'd be very interesting. I could see them doing it if they had the Raze in there. Wait a minute. Okay, they're trolling us. I told myself I wouldn't take their hovers seriously, and here I am taking them seriously.
Oh, we do see a Killjoy
Oh.
on the side.
Wait, what? Regental on set and Eve on Omen. And then the Sage Roulette for this side of Spectrum. I love this. You gotta love it. It's fun. And it's funny because the roulette that Spectrum actually just got looks like a very Zeta roulette. The Yoru, Reyna, Jet, KO thing. That is so funny.
Yeah, Spectrum can't be happy with that roulette. The no smokes really showing out. Both teams do not look like they care about this map.
Yeah. I think obviously with the groups being decided, this is time for teams. To be honest, I don't blame them too for doing the roulettes, for having a little bit of fun, switching up the roles, because to be honest with you, like, this is all for seeding for Ultralight, but for the side of Spectrum, this doesn't really change anything. So both of these teams don't really want to give away anything, because the next stage for both of these teams are the most important ones, right? And they don't want to give away any strats, and that's why we see these roulettes coming through. So we don't even know what comp Ultralight probably want to play on this map if they do actually end up changing it up. That's the thing.
Yeah, have to agree. But to be honest, I do think Spectre can get back in. I don't know if the Sage Roulette was the right goal for them.
Yeah. He did put them in a tough position. No smokes. But, I don't know. Hey, Cypher in 4 doors? Remember? GC? I don't know.
Yeah, FG, my favorite team.
No, I'm coping, but Eve going for an early peek over here towards B. Gonna back up off of that knife there. And so far, see the hit coming through so quickly here. But right now, the kill is going on the side of Ultralight. You see that Sage Wall coming through. And the body's just dropping into the choke point on the side of Spectrum. Not able to recover off the back of that Sage Wall.
Yeah, and we see there how the roulette did not favor them. Having no smokes for that B-link area. it's just ruined them. It would get completely mown down, and the Sage was just a bit too late. The one thing they could make sure they had in the comp the Sage, not allowing them to do much. And it seems like they
I will say they were smart for going B though.
Yeah. Can't really do much anywhere else. One thing I have to say about Ultralight, they do have a bit of strategies with the stun and the knee combo towards A. But I don't think it's gonna matter too much. I think Spectrum just have to go B on most rounds. And as soon as Ultralight realise that, they'll be able to save the Uto. And that Uto is gonna be so important in the retake. Without any of the smokes, I can get rid of the Sage Bow with the nade completely.
Spike down B. Last player standing.
That's just bodies dropping once again. Honestly, I thought I saw something going on over there towards Waterfall that might change the round, but it didn't. Are they gonna go B every single round? Oh no, they're not. Okay.
Oh, I would like that.
Yeah.
Just to go B every single round. I mean, that's not too bad of a strategy.
Very
Sage can get
boostio thing to do.
Yeah. Oh. Where's Boostio in Shanghai?
True. He got knocked out going, what was it, 1 in 14?
Turret out.
That's my
That's my
idea
team,
right
though.
now.
Yeah.
Getting set.
Well, I'm just keen to do better than my team, so
I can't use that.
apart from them. Anyway, towards the C hit. Still not out yet. Still being able to play these angles because of the no smoke roulette.
Yeah. You see them playing off the site here, too. And that gives them full creative control of this space right now for the side of Spectrum. And it's working out in their favor, too. Yvonne does claim one of their own, but there's still a man advantage to be said on the side of Spectrum. And the wall comes through. You can see how hard they're trying to play around these angles with no smokes. And it's honestly very exciting to watch, to see what they have to do to face the challenge of their own roulette. The narrative we don't get to see very often on the cast. Right now, they're slowing down this mid-round with that 0 point coming through. It's going to spot 2 over here towards defender spawn. So you see the spike actually rotating. They're leaving 2 players inserted over at C while Bonchan solo rotates with the spike. Now, I would never make this play. This is dangerous, but still making a go of it. And Vision still trying to keep bodies there on the side. And the plant does come over towards A. They've been bamboozled. Wait, look at him. He recovered a bit. Oh! Okay, that's just not fair, Regental.
Everyone is king online. But
Yeah.
it does not matter.
Vision.
It could be winnable.
Did they recover
too
that
much,
Vandal?
though.
He still has a Sheriff in his hand. Ooh! First shot gonna come through. Trying to play around the angle so far. Gonna have to confirm the tap at some point, but he sees they're off. So he's gonna back up here, reload the weapon. And the tap coming through again. Gonna try to go into Riley, but the angle advantage is in his favor. So 3rd round on the board for Ultralight here. And so far, I like what they were doing over there towards C. They had the wall over towards Waterfall. They were trying not to peek into CT because you can plant back sight now. So I see how they're playing around this no smoke comp, but didn't work for them in that favor. Especially going over towards that A rotation.
Yep. Just have to agree there. This is when Spectrum really gonna regret having this roulette,
Swarm grenade.
even if it was quite funny.
Alarm bot out. Placing swarm grenade.
Seems like gonna go C
Placing
again.
sentry.
Straight into the operator. Importantly, I just want to point out, this is Eve's skin.
Grounded.
But it doesn't work for him.
Oh
It
my
works well for him.
god.
I mean, if you're hitting shot like that, does it really matter what comp you have?
Right. Jesus. But Eve. Pushed up here. Gonna get punished, though. The Sheriffs are looking so good. These teams look so different from the first map. Everybody's just hitting headshot after headshot. And right now you hear that door getting rotated over towards A, so that confirms a present. You can see Havan's probably calling that out as Riley starts to rotate. Spike getting planted here. Might make a go of this, but right now there's so many lurk positions. There's so many layers to the lurks that Spectrum have right now with Eternal Flame over here on B. But then you also have Tartagalicious posted up with an operator A main. So, like, how do we get into this? Well, the answer is to go spawn, and that's what they're doing. Sage wall is down, so it does eliminate that back site control. So right now they're forced to funnel over towards this right side of the site from the position of defenders. Alarm bot coming through, but there's that lurk from Eternal Flame I was talking about. And the double peek to come through from Tree. And a thrifty for Spectrum.
Yep, and there we go. They get on the board. 30 No Dreams died. And that would have been really funny to watch. But great shots from the side of Spectrum. And that's really how they've been able to win this round. Getting that 5v3 situation, just carrying that till the end when the spike goes down and the site hold is easy. No chance for a retake there.
They get forced off the angle there, but they're aware that two are playing there as well. They still want to make work of this one. See them moving up into the mound position. And right now, 100 on this flank. But it's Noob on the lurk right now, looking for the A player. And he does win that fight. And that forces them to be aware of that lurk positioning later into this round. But still, C site control has been taken by Spectrum as they dance around the site. Riley does land one. And Vision gonna get punished coming out of that dimensional rift. Havan to claim another body, and right now only 3 left standing for Spectrum. Tartagalicious claiming one, but the paint shells of 100 claiming another. And Bonchan left here, and it's Noob on that lurk I was talking about earlier into the round. The operator peek comes through, doesn't land it, but the Empress comes through, and right now, Noob making really good work of this. He's gonna use the dismiss to get out of dodge there, and 100 left onto the side of 1v1 scenario right now. Goes for the showstopper. And the solo ult comes through to confirm the 4th round for Ultralight there.
Oh, that is a way
Wow.
to all around.
Yeah.
Getting hit by the Raise Rocket. And I guess Spectrum can't be too happy, but too sad about that.
Yeah.
Not getting the clutch, yeah. But they did get the Raise Rock out, and they did do some economy damage.
Yeah.
Here we go, another full buy. And so far, Noob doesn't seem like a noob. 6 and 4. Top strike for their team. Hitting some crazy shots. As we just saw in that last round.
It's crazy you say that, because I was actually literally getting ready to say something about that. I'm really proud of the improvement I've seen from that player in particular this entire tournament. Noob, he looked really like comfortable and confident against Rendezvous. Even like winning out clutches and stuff. And he looks pretty good on the Reyna here as well. You can tell he's been aim training and working on his confidence.
Good attempt.
Yeah, and it's improved. Clearly.
Yeah.
Message sent. Team A.
Team ace for Ultralight there.
I hope to see if this LCQ doesn't go well for Spectrum. Noob showing his talent. Or potentially on another team. Or even just in a revitalized Spectrum. Ready to make upsets against the best teams in this league. See, these players, they have a lot of potential. Very unfortunate how some of these rounds play out for them.
And 100 forced off the angle there. The null command going to come through. Tartagalicious, the tip of the spear. Vision getting ahead of it. But the gate crash does come through, and look at how many bodies are here in Waterfall for the side of Ultralight. And they're looking to shut down any aggression that Spectrum are trying to force onto the angles before the retakes. So a flood not able to come through as the slow orb does land. And this time it's a successful plan on B site by Spectrum. But what's so good about that lockdown on this map is that it just covers the whole site. And you see the flank coming through, and the body's dropping, so it's just not enough. And it's just Noob once again left on this Reyna lurk, just like my ranked teammates. But the defuse coming right on through. And with 4 still left standing, Ultralight win the round.
He just pointed out the lock timing just slightly too slow, and I wonder if he's been practicing that in your ranked games. Darn,
He's got to be that Reyna that has their name hidden.
No comms. You still get that even in EU.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's terrible.
Same game, same players. .4 force off the angle. They're not even aware 100 got past here as well. Oh! He goes for the first shot, but the spray control wasn't enough to get onto the second one. So an awkward fight. And you can see the 4v4 here. And none of them are able to kill Noob while he's trying to grab that weapon. What is happening right now? Saw the rolling thunder come through, and Eve capitalizing off of that by pushing through the door there. But right now, well, it's Eternal Flame left by his lonesome with the spike. He's going to have to get out of dodge here. He's not able to.
Spike
You see his
down,
teammates
C.
leaving him. And I see the vision. They were trying to stall towards that C lobby position and maybe open the door and get a backstab fight. But the spike is in hands of Ultralight, though, off of that play. So Tartagalicious looking to force out a 1v1 here. Flashbang going to come through, and Bonchan is on this lurk. They're going to have to make quick work of this one as 37 seconds only left on the clock. And as that timer starts to count down, the round looks more unlikely for the side of Spectrum.
30 seconds left.
But C main replay. The only chance to get back to the round is to get all of these kills.
Uh-oh. Resurrection to come through, and the peaks come through. And right now, the gunfights on the side of Ultralight are going to win that out.
They think they're so secure.
Bit of a
The Sage res just to let me die, just like my ranked teammates.
It really is a ranked game, isn't it?
It is. It really is. Every round.
The only thing that's missing is the Interlock Duelist.
Yeah.
And maybe the running downs. I haven't played too much NA ranked, but by this point, might see a couple of GGs in the chat.
Yeah. Eve posted up in a very aggressive angle this time. Gonna force one off there. They don't even check the corner. So he's able to get out of dodge into the dark cover with the shrouded step. There's only 3 left standing here. Bonchan posted up with a Marshall over towards C. No pressure being shown, so there's no fake to be had here. The dark cover once again coming through to mitigate that A main pressure. And right now they're just looking for the weapons, and they do recover them though, which is good for Spectrum in this mid round. But then the question is, where are we going with this? And it looks like the answer is B. 100, the only one here with the full utility paint shells to force him off of that rotation. And it's so dangerous too, because you see Ultralight with 2 here on the A site, so they're just cornered right now. But 100, he's looking to make quick work of this one though. He wants to push into it. He's getting impatient, and he doesn't win that fight. Eternal Flame coming out on top. And Eve, he sniffs something over here towards Tree. But Eternal Flame, he has opened up this map, and you see the 3 players from Ultralight. Look at their positions. They're trying to find out where he's at. And Havan already getting called out, and a flick there from Eternal. It looks so good from him right now. And he has completely turned this round on its head. Was that a dink? He dinks for Gentle there before he even dies to the operator shot. So it's a 2v2 here. What in the world?
Absolute hero plays.
Yeah.
Eternal Flame. And if Spectrum win this round, it's all him.
Last player standing.
And that's looking even
Wow.
more likely.
It is.
What shots? Clearly,
They were cornered towards A main too. So Eternal Flame with that play was able to actually open up this round.
yeah. So even practicing his aim now, just like Noob. Potney saving the operator here. Bringing that into the next round. That just looked a bit like a throw from Ultralight. Having the numbers there and allowing a ton to win his ones and get back into the round.
Yeah.
I'm going to see, ooh, the Spectrum players straight into this operator.
Ooh. The really nice 0 point to force Regental off of the angle, but he stayed committed to it, and that's why that HP is lower here. But reposted onto the angle. He's going to have to deal with the operator reposition here. But Riley here to support his teammate. And right now, site control does come through, but Riley is so intent on playing around this angle so far. Damage does come through, but no kill in hand. So he's going to back off the site and wait for the retake.
Placing sentry.
Noob. Tip of the spear here. He's going to look for this opening fight. And right now, they're both playing around the corners, but you see the spike is rotated over towards A. I love this from Spectrum. Keeping Noob inserted once again, but they also have the KO here. And look at the rotations coming through. Ooh! Lost his window of opportunity there, but nonetheless, the spike coming over here towards A, but it's not high numbers either. There's one playing here. Look at this map right now. Spectrum have made really good work of this. I mean, this is a bit of a Lotus masterclass this round right now by Spectrum. And look at the map control they were able to gain from the way that they played this round out. Shot's going to be labored there. And Vision going to take down Havan. And Noob jumping into the angle. Going to take down Regental. And what a masterclass round from Spectrum there. That's the kind of mid-rounding we haven't seen from them this entire series. And it looks the best on this round of all times.
Yeah, it's just called a timeout for the side of Ultralight. How badly. That's been excellent, excellent dismantling the rounder. Importantly, just want to say, even with a bit of this troll comp, they've been making it work. It hasn't looked too terrible. Like the smokes, been able to get these reads and go to the empty sites. Pretty good showing for them here.
Yeah.
Bit of a weird timeout there.
Yeah, it is. I was actually gonna say that. I think that even though we see this margin in the scoreline here, it's not really convincing from either team. I know we're 4 rounds in a deficit for the side of Spectrum, but Ultralight haven't necessarily convinced me in this map so far. I think with these comps, these troll comps coming out from both teams, what's nice about this is that it's going to show us and give us a taste as to what the natural synergy is on all of these teams, right? The only team we consistently get that from in this entire tournament is Zeta. That's the only team that we really get that look from in all of their regular matches. So this is kind of our first time getting a regular look at how they want to play around these different objectives, right? What can we do with this comp at the last minute? How can we think of what to do with this? So this is still a bit of a test for both of these teams going into their regular games, because no matter what, even if you are playing your real comps with your real strats, there's still mid-rounding that has to come through and a level of synergy that has to be found, right, between your teammates. And I think that that's something that both teams can get a test to with these comps you're playing.
Right there.
Yep, that's exactly what can happen here. Still gives some information to the rest of the teams in this LCQ.
Mm-hmm. Tendencies.
Missing that shot there from Regental. Partly, Noob goes down, but able to get the Lux all game, except this round. We're starting to see a bit of a B pivot. They're re-clearing towards B.
I'll feed us in.
Yeah, and Riley got ahead of it too. Oh!
Not ready yet.
Nice trade there from Tartagalicious.
Not ready yet.
30 seconds left.
And they're aware. With that push from C site, it's the Killjoy down. Looks like this is where they want to take the spike as well. No nano swarms on site, so Regental posted up with the operator and Waterfall, looking for that lurk presence. It's not coming through, but that is where the hit is. Want to see 10 seconds left on the clock, so they're going to have to get this plant down soon. Vision posted up onto the angle. It's an operator 1v1, but Regental winning that one out. And the plant does come through the wall, blocking any vision from Waterfall. And so you see how that barrier orb is being used for the lack of those smokes. The showstopper to come through. And right now stunned onto the angle. Unable to find any damage there, but he's still alive. How is he? But Regenzo to push through the smoke with the operator and get the close range shot to land the 8th round on the board for Ultralight.
Regenzo coming back online with that operator. Able to get 2 into the retake. 2 pivotal kills as well.
Last round in the half.
Plus, even with these troll comps, they've been showing something.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if they picked an actual comp, would the scoreline be different? Could Spectrum come back into this map? Maybe complete reverse sweep with a 2-1 comeback.
Yeah. I will say, with the comp that they ended up getting in the roulette, it's incredibly attacker-sided, so I would have liked to see more rounds out of them for this to be possible. Because on defense, it's going to be really hard if you don't take enough space, and I don't really know Spectrum to play that way very heavily, but they could change that coming into this. Vision coming out of the dimensional rift, not going to land the shots there, getting punished off with it. The Blade Storm to come right on through, but the Leer. And right now you see 3 stacked up onto the site for the side of Ultralight, and once again, it's a play to keep him inserted into here, but right now Eternal Flame has somehow found his way in Defender spawn. While Tartagalicious is looking for trades over here at B site. Havan coming onto the angle, not aware. Ooh. But the whiff gets rid of any opportunity he had to open up this round with a hero play. And Eternal, I think he got spotted there from Waterfall. He was going for the knife. 100 with 3 on the round. And honestly, Ultralight getting this many rounds on their defense makes it look really hard for Spectrum. They're gonna have to run it down.
Yeah, we have to see a lot of fighting with the triple duelist comp. And as soon as Ultralight read into this map is just going to completely collapse for this side of Spectrum. Again, I don't think they're going to be able to get back into this. I would love to see a comeback. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah. One can only hope.
You never know, maybe Noob will ace every round. It would be quite cool.
It would be. Honestly, the way he's feeling right now, maybe.
Let's go.
I could see it. I know the aim labs work. Really shine.
And look at this fight coming over towards REBL. You see this 4 on both sides going down here. And the body's getting traded out. So far this REBL fight is going the side of Ultralight. Spectrum going to utilize that wall to try to mitigate the pressure momentarily, but 100 trying to get over that wall. Does get punished onto that, and Noob with the lurk was not impactful this time. So Tartag left in a 1v3 here, trying to look for one off the rotation. You see the spike rotating. If he goes fast enough, he could actually... Oh, maybe not.
So
I spoke too soon.
Pistol going to the side of Ultralight. Just winning out that A main duel. And you can't feel too good. The Spectrum. Choosing to force the Marshal. I wonder if we're going to see any more forces in this round. Or they're just going to choose to go for the safe route. Just choosing to save this round out.
Here.
And a shorty picked up for Noob in this close angle. Without any smokes, there's nothing to play with. So I don't think he's getting too much value in this round.
Oh, but he's already 6 HP. He's going to have to find a Devourer somewhere around here. Oh, he gets the heal. Here we go. There's that Sage value. And Eve onto the site with the Shrouded Step and the Judge in hand. Sees Noob walk around the pillar. And the Dance with the Devil goes to the side of Eve. And Bonchan with the Classic in hand going to try to do the damage. And does not make good work of the choke point. And Eve with 3 on the round with the Judge. And so far, it's not enough. Alarmbot confirming the presence here of Eternal Flame. The swing does come through, and they're looking to shut him down very early into this. Vision going down over there towards Waterfall as well. Eternal Flame does claim 1, but 100 taking him down. 4 left standing for the side of Ultralight, and 11 on the board.
If Fnatic can do it, why can't Spectrum?
They gotta channel their inner fanatic here. Pretend this is Icebox. My oh my. Actually, they do like to capitalize the L and the lowercase u. That L stands for loud.
Ultra loud.
Ultra loud, yeah. I love that. And Spectrum, how do we make that fanatic though?
I have no idea.
Specnatic. Specnatic. Oh.
And there we go. Eve's
They're not
getting that
loud.
pick. Wait, I don't remember how the round played out.
Uh-oh. Wait, Eternal Flame. Ah, he needed that fight. Vision buys Lonesome over here. And once again, our favorite ranked Reyna lurking over here towards main as the spike goes over towards B. They may not be aware of this actual front B presence, so they do have a bit of a choke here, but look at 100 right now. Look at that position. There's no way Vision checks that, right? No way. Okay, he does.
He knows.
We're going to have to check his PC.
Game sense. He's got VOD.exe.
Yep.
And
Oh.
look at noob.
Last player standing.
Watch him tap it. No. I wish he tapped it first just to make him turn around and be like, wait, what? No. Oh my goodness. He still gets the knife onto Eve. If there's anything to come out of the series for Spectrum, it's the fact that they got that knife. You see the LMAOs in the chat. I love that.
Well, that's a victory in my books.
Yeah.
Knife. Just want to point out, Regentil watched the Reyna come up and knife his own teammate. It was pretty funny. And a 12-3 half here. Will it end the same way Icebox did with a 13-3?
Yeah. Think we might have a knife fight going on here. Yeah. Ooh, yes. Let's go. Come on. All right, Eve. Eve going up against Noob. No. Put the gun away. Oh, he's going to flash him. We got to see this. Is he going to get him again? Oh, Havan. Got the sword there. Uh-oh. Oh, they took him down. That's not fair. There's a 2v1. Oh, Havan John pulled his gun back out.
Been completely sliced up. Finally, A side of his husband. Couldn't see another round come out yet.
He's just over here casually planting. Look at him try-harding. Uh-oh.
Gonna see a knife fight. Another one.
Another knife fight. No. Oh. Wait, those are technically knives.
Yeah, I got that.
Enemy
Those are
remaining.
technically knives. Oh. Couldn't take him down.
Jesus,
Now
how-
there's Vision
why-
left with the knife fight. Ooh. Wait a minute.
Damn it. Winnable.
Wait. He has his ult. He can get an ult. Oh.
Attackers
13-3
win.
for Ultralight. That was a way to finish off the series. I like that.
That was a great finish.
This series has been fun indeed. I mean, with Breeze, you can see both teams are really going into it, trying to, find out what they can extract from the series. But in that last map, you see a little more fun coming out of it. And I love to see that, because with the game already being decided and, the knife fight coming in last round, just a little bit of fun. I will say, though, early in that Lotus game, that is a test that we got to see from both teams. What can you do when some unknowns are put in front of you, right? And the unknowns were those roulettes, right? And the natural synergy coming into play. I think that for the other teams in the LCQ, and that's Operatives and ILH, they can still maybe actually still look at this series and be like, okay, what are the tendencies? How do they actually play around these? And then for Ultralight, the same thing can be said, honestly, is what are their tendencies earlier in the round? What things can be brought from this. But this is one of those VODs, honestly, for any team in the playoffs or any team in the LCQ, that's not as educational as any other VOD would be. But I still think there's some things to get out of it.
Yeah, have to agree. Bit of troll picks. I'll be surprised if we see each team, if they play Lotus again, going for the same gun. Obviously, Spectrum would it be? With Ultralight, would it be the roll swap around? Could be a different thing.
Yeah.
Importantly. They do have that breeze game which they can watch, which both teams are trying.
Yeah. I like this from Regental too. Look at that. MVP for Regental. We don't see that too often. That's usually Eve up there on the jet. Another thing I wanted to say about this too is like this shows how versatile these squads are too.